I'm Maria Elena Giassi, and this is Currents. Touchdown in Spain for Brooklyn's World Youth Day pilgrims.
I've never been anywhere like this, and I just love it. I'm so excited to be here. I can't wait for the rest of the week to see how it pans out.
And an opening mass kicks things off. Plus, the Brooklyn delegation gets the lay of the land.
We're outside the city of Avila, made famous by St. Teresa. We are today contemplating God's great beauty in this nature that surrounds us.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us. Matt McClure has the night off. They're expected to number close to 1.5 million. Young pilgrims from across the globe have arrived in Madrid, Spain for this year's World Youth Day. The U.S. is in the top 10 countries sending the most pilgrims, with more than 27,000 young people, including around 600 from right here in the Diocese of Brooklyn, the largest number of any U.S. diocese. Our Antonina Zielinska has more.
Upon arrival in Madrid, the Brooklyn Diocese pilgrims received their official World Youth Day backpacks.
When I opened the backpack, I saw all this stuff.
It was cool. They have these fans, a map so easy to get around. They give us a Metro card so we could get a Metro card thing so we could get around the city easy.
The backpack also included trinkets such as a crucifix, reading material, and a coloring book.
People from other countries during World Youth Day, you guys like to trade stuff. I don't know, I've never been to World Youth Day, so it's my first time here.
I've never been anywhere like this, and I just love it. I'm so excited to be here. I can't wait for the rest of the week to see how it pans out.
The backpack will be a common sight in Madrid for the next few days. Reporting from Madrid, this is Antonina Zielinska with Currents.
Meanwhile, Pope Benedict is expected to touch down in Spain on Thursday. And as we hear from Rome reports, the country is a popular destination for Benedict.
During his 6 years as Pope, Benedict XVI has taken 19 international trips, but in just a few days the number will be 20. The country that will hold the title for the most visits is Spain. World Youth Day in Madrid will be the Pope's third visit to Spain. In November 2011, he visited Santiago de Compostela and also the city of Barcelona to bless the Basilica of the Holy Family. The Pope's first visit to Spain was back in 2006 when he visited Valencia, where the World Family Meeting was taking place. But without a doubt, his upcoming visit to Madrid will have the most pilgrims when compared to his last two visits. Some expect roughly 1.5 million youths from 197 countries to be there welcoming the Pope. The international meeting is 6 days long, from August the 16th to the 21st. The Pope is planning on arriving on the 18th.
And Spain has ramped up its security in anticipation of the Pope's arrival. Bomb-sniffing dogs and security checkpoints have been set up. Protests against the Pope were planned, something the Vatican spokesman says was not worrying or surprising. Many of the protesters say the trip is too costly to Spanish taxpayers during a time when the country is experiencing economic hardship. Organizers, though, say World Youth Day is being primarily funded through private money. Meanwhile, for those who are taking part in World Youth Day, Pope Benedict is granting indulgences. An indulgence is the forgiveness of the temporal punishment incurred when a person sins. For more on indulgences connected with World Youth Day, head to our website, currentsny.net. And the cat is out of the bag. The Vatican spokesman has confirmed that the next World Youth Day will be held in 2013 in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. The Holy See decided against holding it in 2014 because Brazil will be holding the World Cup then. Stay tuned. There's more Currents ahead. When we return, kick off in Madrid with an opening mass. Welcome back to Currents. I'm Maria Elena Giassi. Ahead of the official start of World Youth Day, many pilgrims arrived in Spain early for what was known as Days in the Dioceses. More than 130,000 people from 130 different countries went to dioceses in Spain to meet young people from the country and to prepare for World Youth Day. Visitors got a chance to experience Spanish culture in different regions, go on historical tours, take part in local celebrations, and spend time in prayer. Today, though, World Youth Day officially got underway with the opening Mass in Madrid's Cibeles Square, celebrated by Madrid Archbishop Cardinal Antonio Maria Rocco Varela.
Por nuestro Señor Jesucristo, tu Hijo, que contigo vive y reina en la unidad del Espíritu Santo, y es Dios por los siglos de los siglos.
Comme il est beau de voir courir sur les montagnes
Dal libro del profeta Isaia.
qui annonce la paix.
El Señor esté con vosotros. Lectura del Santo Evangelio según San Juan.
Bienvenidos a Madrid para la 26ª Jornada Mundial de la Juventud, convocada por nuestro Santo Padre Benedicto XVI hace 3 años en Sydney, y que se inicia con esta solemne celebración eucarística en la céntrica plaza madrileña de la Cibeles. Ruega por los jóvenes de la Jornada Mundial de la Juventud 2011, para que abran de par en par sus corazones a la gracia salvadora de Cristo, el único Redentor del hombre, en estos extraordinarios días del Espíritu en los que queremos contar las maravillas del Señor a todas las naciones. Amén.
We will have more on the opening Mass from Madrid on tomorrow night's show, but stay tuned, there's more currents ahead. Coming up, a journey through Spain for Brooklyn pilgrims.
We are joyful in the Lord and can't wait to continue our celebration, opening the hearts so that we can allow God's grace to enter into us and walk with Him.
Welcome back. The pilgrims from the Diocese of Brooklyn who are taking part in World Youth Day did not waste any time exploring Spain's rich religious culture. A day ahead of the official start of World Youth Day, Brooklyn Bishop Nicholas DiMarzio, auxiliary bishops Frank Caggiano and Octavio Cisneros, along with priests from the diocese, traveled with pilgrims to a couple of Spanish cities steeped in religious history. Our Antonina Zielinska has more.
The Brooklyn pilgrims visited the Spanish cities of Avila and Segovia, homes of St. Teresa and John of the Cross.
Today we're here in Avila, visiting St. Teresa's Church, and I'm incredibly excited to be here for 2011's World Youth Day here in Madrid.
Glad you are joining us on our pilgrimage here at World Youth Day. We're outside the city of Avila, made famous by St. Teresa. We are today contemplating God's great beauty in this nature that surrounds us.
It's very nice to be here in Avila, St. Teresa's Church, the doctor of the church. It's really nice to see the old city and be able to explore everything. The opportunity is just phenomenal.
Hello, I am Sister Maria Antonieta, a Carmelite sister of the Divine Heart of Jesus. This is my first time here in Avila, It was very special because we came with our dioceses, and for us as Carmelite sisters, to be here is like to be in our homeland because dear Mother Teresa. Now we are ready to go to Madrid with all these people that we are trying that their faith grow and to have a deep contact with God according to the spirit of Saint Teresa, to be a real friends of Jesus.
I just came outside of the Church of St. Teresa of Avila. I found out that she's the patron of writers. The room that we went into where it says St. Teresa was born here, it's very small, but there's a huge statue of her. And there's also 2 stained glass windows. The top one is when she had a visitation from the baby Jesus, and the bottom one is her and her brother when they were younger, and they said they were going to convert the non-Christians. So that's what I learned from the Church of St. Teresa.
After visiting St. Teresa's shrine, they toured the ancient cities of Segovia.
Right now we're in Segovia, and we just came from seeing the Romanesque aqueduct, and it's really cool to see it. There's no cement used in the building of it, and I was amazed at how tall it is, and to see the statues, and there's people that can actually walk up there and stuff like that.
My name is Father Christopher O'Connor. I'm the pastor of Presentation of Blessed Virgin Mary Parish in Jamaica, New York. Woo! And we're here at the tomb of St. John of the Cross in Segovia, Spain.
St. John of the Cross was a wonderful mystic in the Carmelite tradition, a reformer of the church. And his tomb, which is here, is a beautiful example of how much he loved the church.
That report was from Antonina Zielinska. Be sure to watch Currents each night during World Youth Day for exclusive reports from Antonina on the Brooklyn Pilgrims. And be sure to check out the Facebook pages for Bishop DiMarzio and Bishop Caggiano for updates on World Youth Day. You can find links on our Facebook page. Just log on to Facebook and search for Currents NY. And stay tuned, there's more Currents coming up. Just ahead, it's an opportunity of a lifetime for one Brooklyn pilgrim. He gives us his eyewitness.
I have some friends that aren't Christian, and they say, why? Just tell them I'm going to see the Pope. Some say I'm lucky, some say I'm blessed.
More than 30,000 young people from the U.S. signed up to take part in World Youth Day, and each one of them has a story to tell, like Alejandro de Anda from Mary of Nazareth Parish in Fort Greene, Brooklyn. One person at that church who has been a mentor to Alejandro and many of the other young people at the parish is Mercy Sister Eileen Neary. Alejandro cites her as an example of someone who has nurtured his faith life and kept him involved in his church. Before heading off to Spain, Alejandro sat down to talk with us about that and the opportunity he thought he would never have, seeing Pope Benedict in person. Alejandro de Anda is tonight's eyewitness.
In a million years, I know I would go see the Pope. So it's like, it's a blessing. I've been volunteering in this church since I was a kid. Every Sunday I would participate in many things. I grew up being an altar server. Being an altar server was fun. I enjoyed doing it when I was a young kid. It just taught me a lot about the church because I would participate and, follow along with the priest. My family encourages me to be involved in the church, and just my mom pushed me to be active in the church, being in the choir and then being a catechist and just volunteering anything I can. My parish has been really supportive of me going to World Youth Day. Sister Eileen would definitely be proud of me. She chose me, so I believe she'll be proud. She is definitely a hero to me in the church, and because she helps me on everything and anything I need, such as help, or she's definitely a person I can go to. She will always be there. Definitely want to make her proud by going to Spain. I have been telling my friends I'm going. I have some friends that aren't Christian, and they say, why? Just tell them I'm going to see the Pope. Some say I'm lucky, some say I'm blessed. Meeting the Pope would be a great new experience because I've never done it. And traveling out the country to do that's pretty it's a blessing. He's the closest to God, so it's like, I don't know, this moment should be very magical, I said. A lot of teenagers don't participate in church, and just going to Spain and seeing that many kids having faith, it'll be a different environment, seeing what you see in New York and going to see those thousands of teenagers in Spain. World Youth Day can definitely change the world because there's kids going from all over the world, teenagers or young adults, and I mean, we can spread the word, such as everybody else going to World Youth Day, so you can definitely spread some faith. Definitely can. You can change the world.
That's all for this edition of Currents. Be sure to tune in all week at 7:30 as we bring you exclusive footage of the Brooklyn Pilgrims at World Youth Day. And tune into Net throughout the day for live coverage of events from Madrid. And be sure to stay where you are. Coming up at 8 o'clock, here on the Net, an encore presentation of the World Youth Day opening Mass from Madrid's Cibeles Square. For much more, be sure to visit our website, currentsny.net. We're also on Twitter and Facebook. For all of us here at Currents, I'm Maria Elena Giassi. Thank you for watching. Have a great night.